Welcome to Tennis Spin, where we put our spin on your tennis. Today, lesser known but the most modified Pro Staff, the 97L. Stay tuned. All right, coffee sponsor of today is Lawrence Look. Lawrence is actually a neighbor of ours and comes and visits us all the time. So I want to thank you personally for being a consistent coffee sponsor of this channel. Lawrence is a part of the coffee club on Buy Me a Coffee. If you want to do the same, it's buymeacoffee.com/tennis spin. If you want to contribute to the channel, super thanks is the way. Link is below. Thank you to Lawrence, and thank you to everybody out there. All right. Pro Staff 97L in the house. I've probably taken a bunch of these and have loaded it up with lead, probably more lead than any other racket ever. So in one of my previous videos, I showed you how to make this racket as heavy as a regular 97 by loading up the handle. I guess a lot of people have done so because you want a 97 Pro Staff, but you want a thicker beam and you want that extra power that this one provides you. So this is the most leadified racket that I've ever had. And this is the newest version of it. So nothing really has changed. It's still about a 10-ounce racket before strings, about a 10.6, 10.7 racket with the strings in it. Easy racket in stock form. Very easy to play with, has great feel in the previous version. So I'm going to actually take it out in stock form and see if it has the same great, plush feel, maybe with a new flex that they were talking about, yet still has the same amount of power that the old one has. All right, so let's go out, test out the 97L, and see if they made any major changes. See you on the court. All right, so we just got off the court. New Pro Staff 97L version 14. So it's a lighter racket, obviously lighter than the regular 97. Haden told me it's 10.2, so he's done a little bit of his homework. All right, we'll start with Coach Jerod since he's next to me with the mic. Go for it, Coach Jerod.
Yeah, so as I said before, I think most of the Pro Staff line has been very good just because I think they made these rackets a lot more responsive. Personally, I've been adding a lot of weight to my frame, which is this Linko whiteout. So it was kind of odd transitioning to this racket. I think for the first couple of hits, I was kind of hitting things into the net just because I'm like used to having that weight kind of help me swing the racket through the court. But as soon as I started getting this dialed in, I think it was actually working out very well. I think for the most part, I was able to hit a lot more flat shots better. Harry knows this with my forehand, super spinny, and I was able to keep it down. And the backhand, also saw it as well, but the thing I liked the most was the slice. That thing felt like pure just knife through butter. It was perfect on every single slice, and just loved hitting that shot the most. But all in all, I would probably add more weight to this frame just because, again, I like having lead tape and just having the racket kind of swing through the shot itself. But for anyone looking out for a light racket, this is definitely a nice choice to go for.
All right. I know you hit perfectly with it, as always. So go ahead and phrase it. Go ahead.
I don't know about that, but the ProStaff 97L felt great. I was able to adjust to it. I don't usually use the light version, but it felt really good. I loved the ball responding off the racket. It jumped off. I could hit my flatter shots. I got some top spin on there, and it felt good. If you're looking for a light version of any frame, I would definitely try this one and see what you think, because it felt really good.
Who's the perfect person for that racket?
I would say this would be a good one for maybe middle school, somebody who's transitioned. Maybe they had the UL version before and they're just looking for something a little heavier. So maybe 7th, 8th grader, maybe 6th, 7th grader, depending on their size and what their skill level is. Adult, maybe somebody who's, getting into the game and not looking for something really heavy. They want something a little more forgiving. That would be a good choice for them to at least start out with and see how it goes.
Perfect. Hayden?
I actually thought it was pretty nice. I play with the Arrow mostly, so it's like 10.4 ounces. So I was kind of used to the racket head speed and how light it was. Kind of dynamic. I will say when I was hitting with Jerod, I was getting hit off the court, so it's really hard to generate power. I wouldn't recommend it for that if you're trying to play with someone who's smacking the ball around. But when it hits the sweet spot, it feels like butter. It's pretty nice, but a little more in the power department for me.
Thank you. Yeah. So the surprising thing about the old version of this, the 13, was that I had a bunch of these demos and I was just giving them out to people because it looks like a pro staff. And so I was just giving it to random people. And I would say half the people bought this racket, literally not knowing that it's an L. Like women, 50-something-year-old guys, 3 5s, 4 0s. I was like, it's like, here, try this. Oh, I'll take one. Oh, I'll take one. And I'm like, it's a 97L. Well, it's wider, so it's more powerful. When you hit it, it responds with more power. There's more feel, like you said. You can slice it, like you said. If you hit flat, Coach Rob's stroke, you can go all day long with this. So we sold a ton of these right at the tail end of that old one, which means that this will do very well in the front end of this one. All right, so if you're looking for a light racket, easy all around, this is the one. All right, so that's ProStaff 97L. All right, want to thank my gang here today. Thank you, Haden. Coach Rob, as always. Coach Jerod Ma. Where can they find you, Jerod?
You guys can find me on Instagram at Ma Tennis.
All right. Guys, thank you for watching Tennis Spin, where we put our spin on your tennis. All right, guys, are you looking for a coach? A pro? I know it's been super difficult looking for somebody out there to teach you. I'm in the game myself, and it's super difficult to find somebody to, teach you, somebody to hit with. We know that the number one reason why people give up the game is because they can't find anybody to play with. And now you can't find anybody to teach you. Well, this is where Play Your Court is going to give you a hand. All right, check out Play Your Court. They have professionals, they have hitting partners, they even help you set up a game. The resources are there for you to keep you
in the game of tennis. Go to playyourcourt.com/tennis spin and get your own personal discount from me. Link is below. Stay in the game, guys.